Alright, my friends, we are back. We're doing this Oblivion War matchup roundup again. And today we have got some really good ones, my friends, so I'm excited to share this with you. We have, first up, K2 Mad. We've got some really strong players here in the C35 category. And on the other side, they are facing K8 Rip. So this is going to be an epic battle, you guys. Do I think that K2 is going to win? Probably not, but I think they're going to give it a run for their money. Next up, K23, Army of Shadows. We've seen these guys before. We've got some strong players here, Ghost Rider being the strongest on this team. And he is running some pretty good archer calves here. I like his account. He's got some good progress on his totems. On the other side, from him we've got KOH, and again here we've seen these guys too. Our strongest player hiding down here, Omer in the R3s, and he is also a very strong archer. So we've got to really just decide sort of who we think is going to be the stronger of the two. And I want to point out that Omer has done more with his inf, so if it comes down to it and we've got to pick, I think that Omer can probably pull out a pretty good counter. So this is going to be a really close one. I'm liking K30 for this one, you guys. This one here, this is another super interesting fight. We've got BOA on the one hand. We're sort of suffering a little bit for a lack of high tier players here. This is our only 35. And on the other side, we've got K17 Bad. And Bad, I know we've talked about this before, Bad's a badass. Bad has a really nice build and just, very strong. So I think that I'm going to give this one to K17. So if you're going to bet, that's another good option to kind of go against common wisdom here. In our second time slot, we have a few more good ones for you. We have got K40 Cat versus K36 AOW. This guy was hitting my little castle in Scorch the other week, so get him for me, Summer, get him for me. So I'm giving that one to K40. Here we've got Crazy Club facing K53 Roos. We looked at these guys last week, Recruit, and I'm sorry I can't say your name, buddy. And Recruit is the stronger of the two stats-wise, who's running with archers. Facing on the other side, Crazy Club, Crazy Nightwalker. Just remember, again, I feel like this is almost the same matchup as last time. He's not quite as far along on the totem, so really, sometimes it's just as simple as that. I think that this one is probably leaning towards K53 Roos. Coming down here to the next one, we've got K31 Roos, K33 Mad. We have our archer here, who's gone along with some of these totems and things. Our 35s here, two of them at least, and K33 Mad. I think that honestly, stats-wise, this Mad King Dingling might be pushing it a little bit further. Running infantry and facing off against our archer here on the K31 side. Who's this other person? Or are they going to be a factor? So this one is a tough call because I think one-on-one K33 might take it, but K31 may have enough people to pull it out of the bag. I certainly don't think its odds are correct here, so just to see if I'm right, maybe I'll go ahead and endorse K33 Mad, but I'm going to wait and look at the other time slots first. Okay, we've got K21, 555, and on the other hand, they've got K12 OPL. Our main guy here is Gig. I feel for them, this is going to be a tough match, but probably going to 555. And then this one is another one that is a really interesting fight where we have K10 Dark with, I think this guy had a different name last week. So we have some pretty maxed out inf here, so this is an exciting account to see a strong inf player. 44 Viking, where we've got Eldrick, who is, again, extremely versatile and extremely strong. I mean, holy moly, like his gear is all the way at 30, He's got his archers all the way at 30. He's got a very versatile roundup, but he's facing off against a very strong infantry over here. I mean, normally I would give Elric some props, but I think I gotta see this again. Are we all 30s? We're all 30s on the runes. We're all 30s on the totems. The gear, not quite. So, if it wasn't for that gear, I'd be absolutely certain that Darg would take this. I would still put my money on K10 if I had to call this one. Alright, next up, K17. School for Crazy Players. Here we've got Nano. And Zanny has joined the club. Hey Zanny, long time. And she's got a nice, well-rounded account. A good compliment to Nano's archers. On the other side here, K14 lit. Here's our mean 35. I mean, I think if it was Sebastian versus Zanny, this one might be a tough fight, but I'm pretty sure that Nano can take this one. So I'm giving that one to 17. Alright, and then the last time slot, we have K6 versus K10. Here we've got Dagda and Lego. I had them the other week. That's a brutal combination. Dagda is very, very hard to beat. K10, there's nobody here anywhere near that power level, so this one is pretty straightforward. K20, Death from Above. This guy's got a pretty high up their troop cap and is running some decent archers. And on the other side, we have K42 JFP, just for Panda. We're running pretty decent infantry stats. Yeah, that's going to be a toss-up, but if you have to call it, I usually call it in terms of counters, so I would give this one probably to, just to see what happens, maybe give it to JFP. K5 leg, we've got a very strong lineup here with multiple 35s. Hi, Mom. And then we're facing against K4 Dawn of Light. We've got Praxis are only 35 here, and I think that this is just going to be a tough fight for them, so this one is a pretty clear favorite for K5. As always, I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you agree, disagree, if I got it wrong, if I got it right, and I will see you in the next one.